Hey guys, we're here with Toronto's favorite judge, Jason, with Pendulum Magicians. What are your thoughts on the deck for the format?
I think it's a really fun, strong deck. The boards it can make rival, I think, the tier 1 decks in boards. Sure, it's a little bit less consistent, but still, like, I think it's a really strong deck.
Awesome. Well, let's get right to the list then.
Sure. So I played probably the strongest card right now. It's the Darkworm. So only 2 of, not 3, just because I'm playing 2 Dragon Shrine plus Forge to get to this, like, as many ways as possible, because I want 2 bodies for a specific way. So, after this, we'll just do the rest of the Supreme King stuff. 3 Game Magician, probably the strongest and best card for this new support. And then the targets, 1 gate 0, 1 Lightworm. Just searchable, low scale, high scale, just for this, really good. And then 2 Wings of Light just makes this engine really go round. That's it for the Supreme King stuff. We'll go to Magicians. We'll go playing 3 Joker, 3 Wisdom, 3 Double Iris Magician, 2 Harmonizing, 1 Oak Dragon, 1 Purple Poison. That's for the monsters. The rest of the support, playing 2 Duelist Alliance, that searches the Double Iris, and then either the Star Pendulum Graph or Time Pendulum Graph. Just, again,
Are these standard?
I think it's pretty standard. The Time Pendulum Graph is what makes your boards very layered and help the Pendulum deck not lose as bad to Dark Ruler No More, for example. Unfortunately, earlier today, I had an opponent that also opened Dark Ruler No More plus evenly matched, so that was kind of unfortunate. But hey, that's okay. It's probably still the best way, I think, just to layer the Pendulum board as much as possible. So that's the Magician stuff. And then, lastly, the mandatory Astrograph Sorcerer. If we ever get Electromite back, this is a lot more consistent to access, but right now, the high roll hands with Astrograph Sorcerer are just really strong. I can attempt to make the Absolute Dragon before making Beyond the Pendulum. So that's all the engine cards, and then non-engine, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm. I think pretty standard. I played Called by 2 Crossout. This deck loses really hard to draw Lockbird Nibiru.
Okay.
And then I also played Effect Veiler as just additional crossout target and or a hand trap. But this build, right now, loses really hard to draw the Nib. So, if they drop Nib on the Pendulum Summon before you can make an Absolute Dragon, the Nib really hurts. A well-timed draw also really hurts this deck. So that's.
I guess that's what happens when you play Rogue, though. So.
No, that's
understandable.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Exactly.
Again, if it goes off, it goes off. It's 42 in the main.
Okay.
For the extra, so we'll go 2 Beyond the Pendulum. Probably the main, your best thing right now. If the first one gets stopped, you can make a second, or for like follow up. And then I think probably one of the best monster for support for this deck, Exceed the Pendulum. So on Link Summon, you get to add from extra deck to hand, face up, and it grants you an additional special summon as long as you have scales up, so which allows me to really set up the IP SP Little Knight. This is how you layer those boards. You don't lose to. You don't try not to lose to Nib as hard. And then Barone, then the Vortex package. Again, these are your main interruptions. And for the rest of the extra, this is a good going second card because it can target 2 monsters with 3,000 or less and destroy them. But this is just your main card that you send off of the Supreme Game Magician to special summon itself. And then the rest of the extra deck, the Clearwing. So sometimes I'm able to end on a dark with Lightworm in hand, so I can possibly on my opponent's turn summon this to blow up their board, like Geki wise. So it comes up with that, or it's good, like good going second. Like, you know, hey, I've gone through most of not all the interruptions, and then I can destroy their board. And then we'll go Dark, Celine, access code. Probably, again, just easiest way to OTK with this deck. The deck plays a million spellcasters, so Celine, access code, or just Exceed plus into access code is just really easy. And then just some utility options. I chose to play Abyss Dweller, Time Star. I didn't choose to play Buguska just because with SP existing in the game. Buguska, I feel now is just a lot less strong. Unfortunately, there was a full Underrace player today, so Buguska would have been nice, but I still don't regret these two choices. I may change the Time Star come in the future, maybe for Warlord Savage, but we'll see. I think the deck needs more testing. And then for this side deck, Dimensional Barrier, just solid. Two Fenrirs.
I know, typically we lose a lot to like a bunch of hand traps that are like very dominant as well.
Nibs. Then just Featherluster.
Droplet hurts
for the back row decks. Didn't really see many back row decks today other than the Fuaneries, but still, I think this lineup is mostly fine for the time being. Fire King does release in a few weeks' time, I believe. Next week, actually, filming this video. So I would change the Bestials for DD Pros. I would also try to fit in a third Fenrir, just because the Fire King deck just doesn't like their stuff getting banished. You need the Fenrir to help you board break against Fire King. But otherwise, I think this is still solid. This definitely outs the Sanctuary. This may be changed for a third close, but again, this will come with time. But
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the deck profile. Any last shout-outs?
no, thank you to James for having me film. Thank you to Game Shack for hosting us today. Today was their charity event, so a lot of giving for the charity events. So if you guys have a charity event upcoming in the next 2 weeks or so, do try to come out and support your local food bank. They would appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you.